again. Well, today I'm going to try and put my coaches into some kind of an order, kind of a chronological order, and well, let's just see what happens. Well, these coaches look very old. LNER, clear story. They've just got that Victorian, Edwardian look about them, haven't they? They probably go back to the 19th century. But unfortunately, I don't know very much about them. The models are actually Hornby models, and they don't have any interior detail. So we can't tell if they're corridors or compartments or what they are. So a bit of an unknown really. All we can say is very old. Well, the era of the Big Four lasted from 1923 to 1948. The LMS, London Midland Scottish, well, they made coaches which have been divided roughly into three periods. And period 1 is from 1923 to 1928/9. Well, I think these are the oldest coaches I've got in this first rake here. These are period 1 coaches. And this is a corridor, which is K, and it's first class and third, so it's composite. So it's a CK, is that one. And we have a whole rake of CKs, except the one on the end, which is a break, third, which makes it a BTK. So these, I think, are the oldest. They're mainline models, and you can get these on eBay, and they're cheap as chips, and they're lovely models. One thing, disadvantage, they have plastic wheels and you can't really change them. I suppose there might be a way. I haven't quite sussed it out yet. But they're my oldest, they're my period 1 LMS coaches. Well, period 2 went from 1929 to 1932. And these are period 2, these are non-corridor coaches, and that is a third class break. So that's a BT, and because it's got a toilet, it's known as a BTL. This one is a composite with a toilet, so that's a CL, and another CL there. These are Airfix coaches. These are a bit more expensive to buy, but still pretty cheap compared with buying new ones. Bachmann and Hornby are charging like, I don't know how much, 30, 40, 50 pound now for a coach. Well, just here we've got the 12-wheeled dining car. So a restaurant R, and it's a composite, so it's an RC. Nothing to do with any kind of religious beliefs, I hasten to add. Well, that too is a period 2 coach. Well, next up is a rake of teak LNER coaches. And the first one we're looking at there is a composite break corridor. So a BCK. And the next one, first class sleeper, so SF with a corridor, SFK, corridor composite, CK, quite a few CKs there. all the same, even got the same number, and a brake car like the very first one we were looking at. The third period of the LMS coaches, from 1933 to 1948, you can tell these models because they have the ribbed roof, and they call them Stanier coaches. Well, that is a third class brake with a corridor, BTK. That's a Hornby one. This is an Airfix one, composite corridor. Another Airfix composite corridor. These are all the same, they're all number 3935. And there is a brake vehicle which is a mainline one. Brake corridor third, BTK. Well, you know what? I've talked enough. Let's get some period steam engines out and run these coaches around a bit. Well, we've got some big Express Pacifics of the day. We've got Gadwall, and we've got the Duchess of Butler. Not quite sure how you pronounce that. So well done, Duchess of Buccleuch. Let's see how Gadwall's getting on. Well, there's Gadwall having a bit of a rest after stretching her legs. Okay, enough fun, back to the lecture. Well, George Pullman was an American who built these luxurious coaches for luxurious rail travel, and these date back to the Big Four era. Not exactly sure when, but there's a splendid rake of Pullman coaches there. And then behind them, the two long rakes of Stanier coaches. So the Coronation Scott, we've got, well, they're all first class corridor, FK, except for the brake at the end, which are brake first corridor, BFK. And there are 2 brakes and 5 others there, so 7 coaches in that rake. And splendid coaches they are too. And then finally, in this one I've got 8. So that looks like a break third corridor at the end. A corridor composite. So they're all CKs except for the BTKs at the end. There are 8 coaches in this break here. Well, it's all well and good talking about these coaches and their designations and saying how long the train is. We want to see them running, don't we? Well, coupled up to the British Railways liveried crimson and cream stanniers, we've got the Black 5 45116. Now there was a bit of an overlap in 1948 and around about that time. Some older carriages, these are LMS carriages that are appearing in British Railways livery. But we also had the new Mark I carriages appearing in LMS livery. So, as I say, a bit of an overlap. Anyway, let's get this train running. Well, there's just enough room in platform 4 for this 8-coach train. It just fits. Well, there's only one locomotive we can put with these blue Coronation Scott coaches. Princess Alexandra. We're just waiting at the red light there. She'll be moving off in a moment. I think I can hear her approaching. Well, there's a mightily impressive sight in platform 1. What about those Pullman coaches, though? Well, can you guess who's pulling those Pullman coaches? Come on, guess, quickly! King George I.
hope you enjoyed those coaches and trains. Well, we've run out of time to go through all of the coaches, so I'm going to split it into 2 videos. Just wait for part 2.